It sends shivers up my back to think that there could still be kids out there that this is happening to.
Only on 10 News, this North County man says he is one of hundreds of sexual abuse victims in the latest lawsuit against the Boy Scouts.
He tells Team 10 investigator Melissa Masiha about what happened to him as a teenager and why he's choosing to share his story now. Melissa.
And Kim and Steve, he said it's about making sure that kids today are protected. The lawsuit calls what happened within the Boy Scouts a, quote, pedophilia epidemic, and says the organization tried to conceal it. I spoke with Matt, who's now in his 50s. He absolutely loved scouting until a Boy Scout leader changed that.
Matt remembers what he loved about the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, we had a lot of great trips and a lot of good campouts.
And what he didn't. He started the Scouts around 13 years old, roughly a year later.
We had an assistant scoutmaster that started to join us on trips. He just started spending more time with kids, and a lot of these bad things started to happen.
The new lawsuit alleging sexual abuse was filed on behalf of one former scout in Pennsylvania. The total number of alleged victims, including Matt, in this latest wave of accusations, more than 850, according to attorney Andrew Van Arsdale.
Our oldest is in his late 80s. Our youngest is 14 years old.
Van Arsdale is one of the lawyers involved in the group Abused in Scouting. The group came together after hearing the Boy Scouts potentially filing for bankruptcy. They began a campaign telling victims they no longer have to be in hiding.
It happened in thousands of scout troops across America for decades.
It's time to come forward. It's the right time now, and the response was overwhelming.
Are you expecting more people to come forward?
Oh, 100%.
For Matt, time has not healed all wounds of what he said the assistant scoutmaster did to him.
He had come at me on multiple times, and I think the first time I was able to get him away from me.
Able to get away that first time, but not every time. During a camping trip in Camp Pendleton,
I woke up and he had, he'd gotten his hands on my, genitals and massaging me or what have you when I woke up, and pushed him off.
You were a young teenager at the time. How did you process this?
I think I just really kind of put it at the back of my head and just tried to forget about it.
But he didn't forget, and he said other kids in his troop were also abused by this man. In a statement, the Boy Scouts of America said in part, "We believe victims, we support them, and the organization has taken significant steps over many years to ensure that we respond aggressively and effectively to reports of sexual abuse." Too little, too late for some.
They knew it was a problem for a long time.
Anytime you've got kids with adults having access to kids, you better make sure those adults are reliable, good people. And I don't know that, that the Scouts are doing that now. I would hope they are, but I know back in the day they weren't.
Matt said that he quit because of that assistant scoutmaster. So far, there are 8 former scouts in San Diego County that are part of these latest allegations against the organization. We shared part of the scout statement with you on air. The full statement right on our website, 10news.com. I'm Melissa Masiha, Team 10.